bullshit ass weed, homie. I want that shit. RBL Posse, what it do?
Pipe down, pipe down, pipe down.
The Beta, Arizona. Let's go. Adventure, what it do?
Damn adventure, you going crazy.
Don't give me no Bama tree. We don't smoke that shit in the AVP. Don't give me no Bama tree. We don't smoke that shit. We don't smoke that shit. Don't give me no Bama tree. We don't smoke that shit in the AVP. Don't give me no Bama tree. We don't smoke that shit. We don't smoke that shit. From the east to the west, we smoke big. From the north to the south, we get it in. Avondale to the Bay, we smoke big. This the best ain't smoking, we ain't fucking with me. Look, east to the west, we smoke big. From the north to the south, we get it in. Avondale to the Bay, we smoke big. This the best ain't smoking, we ain't fucking with me. I've been chiefing way too long to smoke stress. $400 ounce, we rolling the progress. Heat place with the hash, he whipping the fresh press. Is in greenhouse, whatever you wanna pick. Little homie just called and they landed. They been blowing up my line like I planned it. Bitch, I'm young with an old soul. Pull up in a 442 on all white and gold. 01, it was a superside diesel. 03, I had the plug on the champagne. 05, straight purse, smoking granddaddy. Like that price for indoor, I'm hella happy. I was pushing treat while you was still in Pampers. Elements or a Viper on my handlers. This ain't fruit, this is OG. Fuck around and find out if you know what I mean. Look, real indoor, exotic, like 4K. 5 a.m. on the 10, bustin' plays. My law and UV jaws with the strings. 2 bands for a zip or the good grease. Real indoor, exotic, like 4K. 5 a.m. on the 10, bustin' plays. My law and UV jaws with the strings. 2 bands for a zip or the good grease. Don't give me no Bama tree. We don't smoke that shit in the AVP. Don't give me no Bama tree. We don't smoke that shit, we don't smoke that shit. Don't give me no Bama tree. We don't smoke that shit in the AVP. Don't give me no Bama tree. We don't smoke that shit, we don't smoke that shit. Oh no.
Right there, G-Mo. Big fan of his. Shop. I need to reach out to G-Mo, see what the fuck is going on with G-Mo these days. Like, whole Avondale situation. Hello! It is a motherfucking Wednesday. It is a short Wednesday today. That's right. It's midweek. It's short. Marijuana Fat Oil Dabs in here. We've got Jeppy in here. Did you sign up for the raffle, though? That's what I need to know. Did you sign up for the raffle? Let's get to smoking. Let's hear about what it is you're waking and baking. The real Crizzix is in here. What's up? Big Dumb. Wookie, what BHO is you blowing down today? Alex is smoking on that wizard trees, that limelight. Okay. Okay. I was smoking on some project packs yesterday. I had the blueprints, the chef fire. 216 dab says BK satellite as always. Okay, you keep that thing on deck, huh? Fat Oil that says the spritzer. The spritzer. Big Dumb says Mojave White Truffle. EC entries equals mids. Wow. Man, I am getting, the license market is getting attacked this morning. Let me tell you, space face over here. Hopefully getting that space face today. Let's go. True to the Movie says 22 red IC times BD and Wi-Fi 4G. Damn. Yes, I am a judge of the Earl Cup, and I have a lot to be smoking. Probably gonna do a couple live here with you today. I got my peep, I got the Pepe, and then I got the herb iron. That's right, the herb iron. So I'm not sticking butane in my reefer. Okay. BK says Mojave's White Truffle isn't actually white truffle. Oh man, someone just came to me this morning in my DM and said, did you know that the license industry changes strain names? What do you think it is? What do you think it is? Lunchtime time. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Man, what are you talking about in Texas, bro? What are you talking about in Texas? You are the Bucky OG, capital of Arizona's got way better weed than Texas. I'm going to say it and say it loud. Let's go. We got better weed than Texas. I believe we are top 5 cannabis in the nation. We are in the top 5. I'm going to say it. If you don't recognize it, that something says more about you. That says there's something a little bit more about you. You don't know who to talk to then. You don't know who to talk to. 710 Chris says, what do you mean? That's been known. We can't have normal names. AZDHS ruin shit. That's where I was at, Chris. I'm like, dog, I am so deep into this right now, this Arizona cannabis, this licensed market. I am hyper focused in on this right now, focused on so many other things. Did I know that strain names are being changed? Yeah, dog, I knew. Welcome to the party. But does it matter to you? That's the question I asked. To me, don't really give a fuck. I'll just be honest with you guys. Don't. I just want to know how it smokes. If it smokes proper, I'm going to want to know then. Damn, what the fuck is this? But I'm not like, before this, do I give a fuck? No, because I've had people talk about the best strains on the planet. We smoke it and it's fucking hot trash. It's not the strain. All the time, it's how it's grown. So at the end of the day, how does this shit smoke? Does it fuck with my palate? Look at, I'm just one motherfucker. I'm not here to give the world a palate cleansing. I don't know what the fuck. I'm just one motherfucker. Goddamn. 710 Chris definitely matters to me, you know, just like how we enjoying having testing now. We're avoiding smoking trace metals, etc. in our flower. That's not the same thing. I'm not saying we don't want to know if our cannabis is tested or not. I'm saying strains. I'm saying lineage. I'm saying things like that. At the end of the day, I didn't know about these lineages until I smoked the shit anyways. You could have called it anything you wanted to. Because at the end of the day, it's just going to matter how it smokes. Does it smoke? Is it tasty? Does it smack? Are all priority to me before knowing what is the strain. That's just me. Wookie over here says, is titanium a trace? Do you love titanium? All right, we got history in the making right now, and we need to talk about it. And when they said this, I had to think to myself, did you make history? Real Zonicated came out and said that they have made history in Arizona. They have done it like no other brand or no other cultivar, or let's just go ahead and go directly to his announcement, to the page, to the newsroom. Here we go. Boom. It is official. They have their building, okay? They have their building. Not renting out a space in someone else's building. They went and built their own. Now, started thinking about it. Now, this is a legend brand in Arizona, okay? This is a brand that has movement. The Real Zonicated was out here pushing, allegedly. Took the leap. They say we realized we wanted to do this June 1st, 2022. Took the leap, worked out negotiations, started building out a building. And I remember what comes to mind for me with the Real Zonicated in that process is they had this building. They laid out all the concrete, right? Laid it out, looked smooth as butter. And then I shit you not, it was in like a week later, they started drilling into the concrete. And I'm like, damn, you just laid that concrete. I could not imagine what it was like building this building out. Props to those guys, the Real Zonicated, they have their own building. It's history in the making. What will they do with it now? Right? What will they do with that now? Are they going to provide opportunity for other growers? Who knows? They probably like, no, motherfucker, don't say that shit. I don't know, though. They got a big-ass building. You never know, man. They who knows what they're going to do. We've got to pay attention and see what happens with the Real Zonicated, though. Congratulations, Real Zonicated. I know what it's like to be focused on a goal and take multiple years to accomplish. Let's look at the next picture. This next picture he held up is when he got the building, right? This was like June 8th of 2022 or something. I scrolled down his page and found it. How wild, man. So he said, this is when I got the key. Empty ass building. Boom. Now we got this motherfucker. You see the tanks in the back. Let's go. Oh, Patchy's out here trying to name the top 5. You putting Oregon over Michigan? Woo. What is your top 5 in the nation when it comes to cannabis? Hey, shout out to the Real Zona Kid being in here too. Appreciate you guys popping in here. Congratulations. Looking forward to seeing what you got going on. And then also looking forward to getting you on the podcast so we can speak on the road you had to take, my man. Like, let's talk about it. Want to hear about it. Now, top 5 in the nation. Where are we? 216 says Montana slept on. Montana's got some good weed, I will admit. Hell no, Oklahoma over Arizona, please. Look, let's just get this list going. We're gonna go California, Michigan, Colorado, Arizona. Arizona, baby, we 4 in this bitch. That's right. If you don't recognize it, it says more about you. It really does. Get to know better people. Get to know better growers. We got heat in Arizona. Let's go. Tell me who's knocking us out of that? Oregon? Hell no. Mm-mm. Washington? Mm-mm. Those would be the 2, maybe. Those would be the 2, maybe. AZ over PNW is crazy. Thank you, Snow. I appreciate you chiming in, as always. Letting me know where I'm tripping. That's what I'm going to say. I have enough experience with those 2 states. I don't have enough experience. Woo, there we go. 420 Craig is backing it up. Come on, Snowy. I attribute you, Snow. Come on, dog. You ain't putting us on the map. You're not putting us on the map, bro? Yes, I think so. I'm going to say it. Let me roll this blunt up. It's almost 20 minutes. I'm seeing Arizona Fire, Arizona Legend Market hash across the nation now. What? What are we smoking in Arizona from Oregon or from Washington? What are we smoking out here? What are the brands out here that we see floating around? I don't see them. But I know people in Texas smoking that Arizona heat. Huh? EK says, we have some fire, but our market is behind other markets. Think what we will have in the next 5 years. You know, I find interesting when I'm going through my research on all of these cannabis licensing and stuff like that, what I'm noticing is that all these licenses are only good for 2 years, right? Woo, that's a little scary when the federal government's talking about taking over. What's to say? All current dispensary licensing will be finalized by January 1st, 2027. They could do it, right? They can say, hey, stop issuing licenses. We're taking over. That'd be crazy. Delivery will be huge. You know, I'm mixed feelings on the delivery, man. The people in the industry with the know, they're building doubt. They're building doubt in me. They're just putting doubt in my mind that this delivery is what I thought it would be. They're worried about the hurdles that you will have to jump through in order to deliver. Fuck those hurdles. I ordered the Inventing Room donut today. Nirvana got them 33% off. There we go. Ooh, on, bud. All right, let's get into some of these topics that I posted up. Lunchtime dab time. Let's see what you got, though. Lunchtime dab time says Cali, Michigan, Oregon, Colorado, Washington, if you really want to know the true top 5. Whatever. That's like your fucking generic top 5. That's like the top 5 you know you can say. You know what I mean? There's no like a motherfucking like weekend warrior can pick up a list and say that shit. I disagree. I think Arizona's in the top 5. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. He says that's like the real top 5. The real top 5, right? I know what you mean. I get it. Look, I understand. I get what you mean. And I can agree with the list. I can. But let's just look at some brands. Let's talk about some brands coming out of those states then, right? Because to me, California and Michigan, undisputed number 1 and number 2. Right? They're fucking crushing it. People are smoking their cannabis across the world. 100% across the nation. Washington, let's go. Come on. Game me out. Game me out. I know I'm going to look like a clown when I'm not including Washington, and I'm putting us above it. And I'm fine with it. Game me out. Hanzo? What about the real? Where's the real connoisseur Chris? Where's he at? Hanzo, Washington, San Diego. There we go. Okay. Alien Labs. We are going to be doing some things with Alien Labs at the High Lounge soon. We're going to do a pick'em. We're going to do a pick'em the whole week. Dropping off pick'ems. We'll have them there. You fill them out. And every week we're going to have a winner. Shout out to Alien Labs getting involved with football at the lounge. It's rolling. I'm sorry for all those non-sports fans, all the or the weed heads that are non-sports fans, thinking that the lounge is like, what in the fuck? I don't like football, but I like the weed being smoked. What am I to do? What am I to do? Nice. I get it. Look. I'm gonna let it go. Marijuana. Next, we got True Infusion, okay? I rolled up right here some True Infusion. I think this right here is some smacking shit, okay? Now, True Infusion from the connoisseur crowd can get hated on. It's not happening as much as I was thinking. Actually, a lot of people fuck with True Infusion. But if you're out there and you're a connoisseur of cannabis and you think that True Infusion doesn't have gas, I'm here to let you know they have changed me over. Okay, strain specific. They figured out how to dry and cure their reefer. Not quite sure when that happened, but since then, they have fucking been out here crushing it. They have supported me for a year and a half. So I said, you know what, man, I need to come out here and just throw it down for you guys. Like, because this shit right here is some good ass weed. If you don't think so, let me come through. I want you to come through on Sunday, and I want you to bring the weed that you think is better. And we'll smoke. We'll have a little smoke off. Let's see whose weed is better. I'm down to put the True Infusion the mellows on the motherfucking spot. Let's go. Marijuana. Had a Triller chat. What'd you say, y'all? Texas, Georgia, Idaho, Wyoming, Maine are top 5. Okay, guy. Top 5 for fucking Delta. They got that Delta wave, baby. You know it. Marijuana. All right, what do we got on the topic list here? Boom, 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 boom. I gotta give some love out here to our guys over at Abundant Organics. We have them. Let's go ahead to the newsroom. Looks like a little Friday the 13th action going on right now. Friday the 13th, looks like Menlo, truly opening another location, new location going down, and Abundant Organics is going to be out there to to celebrate at Sunset Glass Gallery, actually. So going down, new location out there for Truly, but they're blowing it down 7 to 10 at Sunset Gallery to show love for that new addition to the dispensary list. Heard the best part is the lunch. Okay, we talking about lunchbox right now? Lunchtime Dad's Time says, you know what I heard is mids, maybe not even mids. Lunchbox rosin. Damn. But have you smoked any? IG Hashington says, ha ha ha. IG Hashington brought it on to a review, Monday Hash Live, and it wasn't rated very highly. It wasn't rated very highly. I wonder. Damn. That's wild, man. That's unfortunate that the review didn't go as well as I'm sure Lunchbox hoped it would go. Obviously, Lunchbox is a huge sponsor of the podcast. I was hoping that it would go much better for that review for sure. I think that Lunchbox is an example of how hard it is to really break into an industry. And we will see what happens with Lunchbox. You obviously know I'm rooting for them. I think that they do have the abilities to bring in product that will be smacking. But we got to wait and see. Was there anybody out there that thought that Lunchbox rosin that was produced was smacking? I mean, I look at different strokes for different folks. Damn. There's nothing I can do other than say, man, hopefully they're able to turn it around and maybe plant some different strains. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not in the mix with it like that. That's unfortunate, though. I got a lot of love for those guys over there, and I wish that shit would have been fucking smacking the industry. They've been working hard to do what they're trying to do, It's one of those things, man, where you get to know people and you see them trying their best. And then when it doesn't work out, man, fuck, all you can do is pat them on the back and say, come on, man, keep it moving. Let's get it. Learn from this. Let's see. Keymat saying True Leave house stuff was looking pretty fire too. Actually, haven't tried it though. They were hitting some personal all-time highs in their THC percentages. They changed up some stuff recently. Boom. Damn. Damn, man. It is interesting, this Arizona cannabis landscape. Man, wish they would have came out with smacking, man. Marijuana. Let's keep it moving here. Grow Sciences at Sunset Gallery. You saw that it was going to be real zonicated on the 14th. Couldn't do it. And I think that now we know the reason why. They got work to do. They're moving into their building. So therefore, they had to prioritize moving in and getting that motherfucker going. Makes complete sense. Shout out to Grow Sciences for making sure that the people who are excited to get out to Sunset Gallery on the 14th are able to still come out there and kick it. And if I'm not mistaken, Halo Cannabis is going to be out there as well. So now there's two brands out there smoking you out. Was anyone else shocked that Prickly Pear beat out Smack's Hash? And I know that it's genetics, And you cannot take away anything from Smack Hash with that. It is not about Smack's Hash with that. It is, to me, about Grow Sciences being even comparable to a Legend Market brand. That was I'm like, damn. That was their goal. And I know that had to feel good. Man. Shout out to the Grow Sciences team. That shit probably felt phenomenal. And the backstory of that shit, if you know, you know. All right, someone sent me a DM. They were talking about the your gun rights. Let me get that right. So they were talking about gun rights. Texas, leave it up to Texas and guns and fucking all kinds of other shit. Bucky's OG. To the newsroom. Marijuana user cannot be banned from gun ownership. U.S. court rules. There it is. Man, we have had this debate in Arizona since MMJ. There's been so many people that are like, nah, I don't want a gun. I want to smoke weed. I fuck with that. I'm on that same page. Like, if I had the option, I'm choosing reefer. But is that constitutional? Is that it's like our Second Amendment, right? Like, what's up? How can you strip our Second Amendment over some reefer, right? That was the debate. Look, I'm not educated in this shit. I don't know what their reasoning was, and maybe, you're mind altering shit like that. I don't know. Texas, though. Texas says, thanks, Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, thank you. The rest of us can wait until it hits Supreme Court, but this is still a huge win. Progress is good. What do you think? Right? That was weird. That was like a random ass like side effect of MMJ all of a sudden. It was like, oh, can't have a gun. People are like, nah, fuck that. Texas even said, nah, for real though. Fuck that. We'll take this to court. I got a question. This is on my mind due to a conversation I had earlier. How do you feel when a person who doesn't grow good weed complains about the license industry as a whole? I had this conversation today with someone, and I was like, dog, like, I don't even like your weed, though. Like, I would rather smoke dispensary weed over your shit. Why are you hating on this shit? Why don't you focus on your shit? That's likely a trigger to me, honestly. I figured that out today. I don't want to hear from a person who can't grow good weed that the license industry is garbage. Homie, your shit's garbage. They've got a fucking facility of weed, and it produced better than your shit. And you have 5 plants. Goddamn. I can't stand that shit, True? Oh. Just love to complain, bro. And I'm not the one. To complain unless you have something that's tangible. Unless you have I'm fucking micro-focused in on this industry right now. Micro-focused in on this shit. I'm in the depths. So, like, just some blanket ass hating shit. I'm just not in it right now. I get it. Look, we've been here, right? High in Arizona has scrutinized the license industry for sure. But you gotta ride with me. That was when I was not hyper focused in on this shit. Catch up. I'm out here trying to figure out the good guys of the license market. Shit. I think it can be done. I think I'm gonna rally people in this market that give a fuck about cannabis And I think that we're going to produce a new lane. That's the confidence I have in it right now. I don't know if it's going to be real and it's going to be actually tangible and it's going to fucking happen. But I feel good about what I'm getting into right now, what I'm seeing. Let's find out. Shit. I was shocked yesterday. I started looking in. I'm trying now at this point right now. What I want to do is I want to know now. I want to know all of the cultivation being done in Arizona. I want to know every single, and I'm just on flower right now. It's too much to try to do everything. I want to do just flower. So right now I'm looking at all the flower being grown in Arizona. I'm looking at all the packaging. I'm looking at the best place I can get this information are the test results. So I'm going through it, and I realized while I was doing this, because I started with the websites of the dispensaries and things like that, I'm just going through it. There's probably other ways that could be done. I'm just going with what makes sense to me. But I look at it, and I'm like, damn, there's 68 websites. Every single dispensary has a website. And I started going, I was like, damn, there's 68. I didn't even click on that. When I started looking at the dispensary list, it didn't click to me that there was actually only 68 total different dispensaries, right? There now, some of them obviously have fucking 16, some of them have 10, some of them have 5, some have 3, some have 2, but there's 68 unique dispensaries in Arizona. That's low, right? That means there's 68 opinions when it comes to, there's 68 votes is how I'd look at that. There might be more votes, but they're all gonna vote. Even if they got 16 locations, it's all going to be shrunken down to one, like, you know, push, you know? 68. Is that interesting? That's interesting to me. Because that's a small crowd, right? That's a small, to dictate marijuana in Arizona, 68. 68 dispensaries are the face of cannabis in Arizona. Now, Snowy, check this out, though. So 68 of them, there's 162 total. If there's 68 faces and 30 of them are sole operating dispensaries, you're like, wait a minute, though. That's a nice percentage. Now, obviously, there's so many factors to this, and then we can go into this incredibly, so many levels. Money is obviously a factor that's going to out measure, even if there's, let's say, 38 of the multi-operators, and there's 30 just sole owning dispensaries. I don't know. Just thought that was interesting. I don't know what it means yet, but... Warwick says there's 1,100 in New Mexico, and AZ is 4 times bigger than New Mexico. The industry too, like from conversations that I've had, you know, and they're like, you know, like an open market isn't the best and things like that. Look at New Mexico and how it's working out. Hey, shout out to Sticky. You guys use your guys' cultivation license, right? You guys have it. Man, I was going through this list. It's a trip. I'll bring it up. There's a lot. I got to do a lot. Shout out to the dispensaries too that like make all of the COAs accessible. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that. You'd be surprised. I gotta make hell of phone calls to get COAs from like 40 companies. So I'm gonna go through all these dispensaries and see if there's any COAs. Like some dispensaries have COAs for other brands that I was found on other ones. I'm like, all right, cool. Be able to put all that together and whatnot. Now, what I thought I was gonna be able to do, which I'll game you out, because I may have misinformed you, was when you buy the package, it tells you the license number, but that's actually not the license number that I thought it was. I thought that license number on the package would be the license number for the facility that they rented from, but they're actually able to get another license for that facility is what it appears now. Okay, so I don't know. I know that all of the products coming out of the facility have to have the same license number, but that license number isn't the dispensary license number. Okay, so that I was like, damn, got a little discouraged on it, but I kept it moving because regardless, for example, like Project Packs, Made, Doja, Preferred Gardens, they all use the same license number. So I'm like, okay, so regardless, I'm gonna know what cannabis brands are in the same facility. I found out a lot of these cannabis brands too, are buying from multiple spots. I was shocked at Old Pal because while I'm doing this, I'm looking at COAs and I'm always about the terps. So I'm looking at terps, and to me, Old Pal is like a terpless brand. To me, I said, because when I had it, it was like that. And I saw the COA for Old Pal, and it had like a 3 point something. I was like, I literally had to click out of it, refresh the site, re-go down, re-click the Old Pal, because I was like, what? That shit blew my mind. Actually, it was over at, you guys have some over at Sticky. You guys have an Old Pal strain that is testing at like above 3% terp. That shit blew my mind. I was like, what? Because I thought Old Pal had a cool idea, to be honest with you. If you're going to do the pre-roll route, I think there's companies out there that just sell broken up weed. So to me, that would be a better route than a pre-roll. I'd be like, because then you could roll a fat, fucking blunt. Like, yeah. I was just talking to someone about it too, because I was like, yo, I really like that Old Pal idea. If they put really good weed in there, it might crack. Then someone came in and said it was sprayed. Thank you, Sativa Gorilla. Old Pal RTR is sprayed with terps, disti, and added THC. That's probably why it tested higher. I didn't know they did that. That sucks. And that's confirmed? I'll have to reach out. I'll have to reach out and see if they add terps, because damn, that's wild. Sativa says confirm. Watch them made daily. Okay, well then fuck it. No, that ain't the move. For me, for some people it is the move, right? Some people love Jeters. All power to you. I'm not here to tell you what your preference is. But damn, I thought that makes sense then. Okay, so that all makes sense. Whoop-de-woo. What's up with Wonder Bread? He backed out of this market, is what the vibe I got, huh? I think he is that the case? Because I just haven't seen him much promote out here. He hasn't hit me to come to the lounge in any situations in a while. He just dab and says, motherfucker will hate on sprayed weed, then smoke a flavored wrap. I like to say that about the out of town, like those exotic snacks, right? Like I see connoisseurs hating on spray terps, but then go and eat the fucking exotic snacks, and I'm like, you guys, like this is the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And just if that was a knock at me, actually I don't use flavored. People say that sweet aromatic is flavored. I don't agree. Oh man, appreciate that 10 toes. That would be crazy. What would I talk to? But Bootleg Kev is on that music, you know what I mean? Like he's out there breaking artists and interviewing the best of the best in the music industry. That would be lit. I want to ask Bootleg to come on to High in Arizona, right? And I think that he would. I don't know why I haven't asked. I think that he would. I need to ask him. See if he'll pop on here. And shout out to Bootleg Kev. That's an Arizona resident who has made a name for himself in the radio world, climbing up the charts and just like, you know, had to work really hard for it, you know, stayed himself though, and is now just fucking out there on top of his career, you know, doing his thing. So shout out to Bootleg Kev. He just recently was involved with the rap battle that was dope. I like to, you know, I appreciate you, Fat Old Depths. I like to fuck around with the freestyles. I like to fuck around. Shell Dog says you need to get off them backwoods and get on them pearls. Hey, Shell Dog, I agree. Okay, but let me tell you what Brothers Broadleafs have done for all of us blunt smokers, and they really deserve this credit. Brothers Broadleaf literally checked backwoods and made them shift how they do their rolls. Like now all of a sudden on a backwood, their stems are more east to west instead of always being right in the middle. That's impressive. And props where props are due to Brothers Broadleaf for doing that. Now, where the problem with Brothers Broadleaf is, they got to go handle their business. And what I mean by that is they got to go out there and make sure that they're paying individual state tobacco tax, okay? That's why they're not in stores out here all over Arizona, is because they haven't handled that portion of their business. So therefore, smoke shops in Arizona can't sell their shit. Trust, we want to smoke them. But when I was carrying them, allegedly, we had them under the table. You had to ask for them. That was on just some shit because I fucked with them tough. So they got to go handle their business, man. They should be sitting out there at Sunset being fucking sold the fuck out. Facts. Shout out to Brothers Broadleaf, though. Appreciate you for changing the game. Because now I'm just picking up backwoods again. They changed the game, made backwoods that shit. Now I know why they did, and I know how it became, so I know the backstory, but damn, man, like, that's crazy. Sativa says, just grow quality flower and you don't got to rename terp and play around. Transparency and quality over everything. Now that was in the conversation I had earlier was transparency. And I said it here earlier. I mean, when it comes to the strains, man, I don't know. I do know. I don't care. I know that's wild and people are going to be like, damn, but I don't even know the strain to begin with unless it's smoking, and then I care. And then at that point, it's just a name, right? It's just a name to me. Who really even knows if it's the name that it was originated anyways, right? It's all just kind of like proprietary shit now. It's just the business of cannabis. So personally, again, that transparency on that. And then when the government came in and said you can't have candy names and things like that, it just fucked it up. It doesn't really seem genuine anyways anymore. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's across the board. Like, I don't even think that you could just put that on the license industry. I think that you can put that across the board on cannabis in general, not just license, but the legend market does it the same. They changed that shit up. Matter of fact, the license or the legend market buys the same gelato and puts it in 6 different bags. What's the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, it's just none of it's really genuine like it once was like that. So at this point, who gives? How does it smoke? That's all the fuck that matters to me. So that's kind of where I stand with it. You know what I mean? That's my feel. Slime. Take your dab. Okay, I'm almost done with the gallery, and then I will start selecting a piece of the week. I want to finish the gallery, though, and things like that. Marijuana. What are you guys smoking on there while I inhale this weed and enjoy it real quick? Take a little pause for the cause. Let me know what you're smoking on. Let's go and give the shout outs that they deserve. If you're inhaling it, True's on that Yoda OG, self-grown. Fat Old Dab says that Sour Wilson. No boof. Shout out to those guys. Love the weed. All right, let's see what we got over here. I need to give this shout out. We haven't talked about it much. We haven't. Ooh, AZ Terps on that cultivar supply, that soap. Top 5 for me. Love cultivar supply. Bro, did I tell you the time that a mutual friend had gotten some cultivar and swore up and down that shit was sprayed? Oh man, that shit had me questioning so much. Because it's like, that was like a hint of, because I thought the dude, the mutual friend, knew his shit, right? And like, I can instantly tell when something's sprayed. Like, I know for sure based off just like the experience, but like, how could you think that organic terps was sprayed? That, I was just like, how did you think that? But it was that smacking. That was crazy. Marijuana. But Desert Valley Testing, you see them on the screen here. Shout out to them. Arizona's original testing labs out here, throwing it down. And it's cool because I'm going through the cannabis COAs and seeing who is like they're getting tested by, and it's cool to see when Desert Valley pops up like that. But if you're a home grower, I'm down to give you a free test from Desert Valley Testing, and let's find out how your weed is producing, and let's see how it stacks up to what you've seen out there. I recently did mine, you know, got myself a little 1.09 terp. It was like 1.09, right? I like to say that. Damn, Mars, I saw that. How wild. I like how you kept it up. Owned it. Said I already pulled that motherfucker. Oh, nice, Wyatt. Yeah, shout out to Grow AZ on Instagram. Follow that man. Smoked some of his shit recently on the podcast. That was dope. Marijuana. Just a classic reminder to always beware of Chads in streetwear, okay? They are hiring people that, you know, will fake the funk for them, you know? Pop out like they are about that life, love weed, all of those things, but it's not the case. Beware of Chads in streetwear. Friendly reminder. I got some information in the old, you know, platform today. Got some old tidbits. So we might be on a little conversation in the next few days, next few episodes about something I'm hearing, but I gotta do some due diligence. Earl Cup live judging. I said I was going to do a live judging on this bitch. Put some A's in the chat if you want to see me pick one of these random motherfuckers and go through the process of what an Earl Cup flower judge needs to do. I'm going to take that dab too. If I got to stay late, I'll stay late. There it is right there. You know what? I don't know, man. There's like over 50 fucking samples in this shit. I owe you food. All right, let's do it. I read over the rules. Now, come to find out, the judging, when you're judging for the Earl Cup, because you have all of these samples, you're more so a smell, look, these are all important things. How, has it taste and things like that. And they affect, they're saying the judge or the testing will show a lot of those things, right? So now, so in a sense, that's what we're judging, is how it looks and things like that. How does it smell? So I'm gonna pull this random one out. So they gave me the kit. Inside of it, they gave me a vaporizer, and on top of that, they gave me a microscope. Okay. So basically, you take it, you open it up, and then you go to this scorecard. Oops, to the newsroom. And let me switch that up real quick. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna put in the sample number. See, visual appeal, presence of foreign objects. All right. And it says, so basically a foreign object, like there, I think what they had said is like mold. If you find some mold in there, automatically give it a 0 all the way across. So I think this is the other side of that. So if I don't find any mold or any issues of anything, it's just a 10. So that's either a 0 or a 10. And then it says the aroma, the smell, the taste, the burn, the purity of it. Oh, strength is on there. And then correct effect. So those are the ones I'm going to have to judge on. Let's get it. So I picked up sample, it looks like hybrid 577. Okay. All right. Visual appeal. Go and get this light on it. Get this light on it right here, okay? Turn the fucking light around. Let's make sure you do it right. That's some nice little, looks cool. Okay. Probably should have smelled it while I was in the jar. Okay. Putting it back in. We need the bud cam back. You're right, dude. It'll be back tomorrow. I'll get that shit going. I don't know. I might need to cap it for a second. I know I need to be fail without the bud cam. Let me see if I can do this one right here for you guys, and you can. Yeah, I can do it. This is what it is. Okay. Describe it for the chat. Honestly, it's kind of hard to smell. I would give this, I mean, it should be like, boom, it should, hit. So, so visual appeal, well, I'm going to go 7. I'm going to go 6. We'll go 6. And then, presence of foreign objects, Like, I mean, looking pretty good as far as I don't see any. Okay, we're going to have the cam in here. We'll be looking for molds on these if we do another one tomorrow. We'll do one a day. Aroma and smell. See, I didn't really smell nothing. And if I do, I get a little hint of some hay. I'm going to go 3. So now we got to smoke it. Okay. Trusty old herb iron here. Them hay terps, dude. Hay terpies. All right, judging my first strain here, or the first entry, on the Earl Cup flower. I've got like over 50. I'm going to break it down per day. See how many I got to do. Okay. I would say there wasn't really a burn. So it doesn't taste like hay. That's cool. But it doesn't have like a taste at all, really. It doesn't have like a terp. Doesn't have like a terp, you know what I mean? Like, I know when I taste something that I'm trying to smoke. So I'm gonna give this, fuck, I don't want to be, I mean, to me, it doesn't taste like hay, so it can't be like a 1 or a 2. I think I'm flirting with like a 3 or a 4. I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a 4. The burn, the inhale on it, you know, that seemed pretty average, you know what I mean? I didn't really like, it wasn't like, I did feel a little burn, so I'll give it a 5. Strength, yeah, it didn't grip me. You know, normally you look for like some grip, right? You want motherfucker to like just. So I would go ahead, if I was to say what I like, a strong grip is gonna be a 10, and then no vibe whatsoever is a 1. I'm giving this. How much? 3 keeps popping out of my head. 3 keeps popping out of my head. Correct effect. Let me see what correct effect is real quick, because I read the rules and then it started talking about this stuff and I was like, well, I kind of know what that is, but let me see what direct effect is. Correct. Does a sativa behave like a sativa, and does an indica behave like an indica? So it's a hybrid. Well, shit then. Damn. I mean, this one is interesting to judge. I mean, I'm for some reason 7 is jumping out to my head though. So marijuana. All right, submit. Boom. Oh shit! I didn't even show you guys that. All right, well, my bad. Review before you smoke a blunt of fire next time, sir, for science. All right, got my first one in though. First one in the bucket, baby. 78 to go. All right, I'll take a dab with you guys before I get out of here. Marijuana, any topics you want to talk about while we are live? Anything you want to put on record? Drop it in the chat. Let's go. I haven't smoked a bowl in a minute though. I have a lingering little effect of that entry on the old tongue there. Kendrick at the Super Bowl. Saw that. I think it's kind of fucked up. Only because Lil Wayne is from New Orleans. Like, it's kind of like, damn. You went back to oh shit, when I don't know when Dre and them did the Super Bowl, but it was recently. So it's like, damn, you're doing a lot of West Coast, which I'm a fan of. Fuck yeah. But I do think it's cool as fuck too to show homage to like the culture in the city where the Super Bowl's at, you know? So giving it to an artist from that area, I mean, shit, seems like a no-brainer. All right, I'm gonna mix this up. This was the last bit of pink lemonade. Farewell. Farewell, jar. We had a good run. Yeah, that's not enough. He gonna bring out Drake and Wheezy. Man, that sucks for Drake though. He's about to be called a pedophile in front of a lot of people. Ouch. Dude, 216 said, fuck Drake. Bring the 10-star kits. The 10-star kits this time will be much better. First time throwing something last time. But in order to compete or in order to be involved, you've got to have an entry. So keep that in mind. If you want to be down with the 10 Star Cup, you've got to make hash. That doesn't mean that you can't start today. That shit is gonna be crazy. Fact. Absolutely, Slime. We're down for you guys to throw on anything. We got 17 TVs in that bitch. Throw something on, man. Let's get it. BK, there was legit concerns for someone buying bulk rosin and entering the 10 Star Cup so they could just be there. That was a concern. And I'm like, guys, I'm not like fucking an inspector and shit like that. Like, I can't go and like, you know, go confirm grows and shit like that. If someone does that, like, it will be hard with the 10 Star Cup because, and maybe they wouldn't know this, but like at the 10 Star Cup, you're sitting around with people who made it. You know what I mean? Like, you're the judge. You're sitting around with people who made it. You're talking about the entries. You're talking about where you got your flour, things like that. It's like a hash fucking union, right? I mean, shit, looked pretty dope. I was watching. I was making sure everything was going good. You know what I mean? Oh, nice. Okay. He said if I come with an entry, yo, no. Well, marijuana guys, appreciate you popping in and having a good time with me. Let's do this giveaway. Not that I moved this shit around. 37 entries. Okay, guys. Damn. Okay. I don't know if you've won before, buddy.
Hail to the champion, baby.
Nice. Congratulations. You can come swoop up your prize at the High Lounge. We got some goodies in those lockers right now, so appreciate everybody that's donated to that. Marijuana.
We are the champions.